Can you guess what Michael Bublé, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Michael J. Fox have in common? Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Real Justine Priestley channel. I am the Real Justine Priestley, your local realtor with a twist here in Greater Vancouver. In this video, we're going to talk about Burnaby. So Burnaby, as you can see, is right next to Vancouver, and initially it was mostly just residential with such easy access, close geography to Vancouver, that it made sense for people to live there and commute into Vancouver. But as the city grew and grew, the city of Burnaby, it is a separate city. Don't forget to smoosh! Smoosh! As Burnaby grew in population, it developed its own little town centers, shopping areas, and little downtown pockets, the most noticeable of which is called Metrotown, which has BC's largest shopping center, Metropolis at Metrotown. Burnaby is, in fact, BC's third largest city, following Vancouver, of course, as the first largest, and Surrey as number 2. If you want to watch a video about living in Surrey, watch this video right here. One of the things that makes Burnaby really special is that 25% of it is green space and public parks. Burnaby's 25% green space ratio is extremely high. So the #1 highest green space ratio city in America is New Orleans, and it has 26%. There are so many parks in Burnaby. Burnaby Mountain, Deer Lake Park, Burnaby Lake Park, and my personal favorite, a little park called Squint Lake. Oh yeah, and Burnaby has a park called Central Park, which of course reminds me of New York, and that makes me happy. Burnaby Mountain is almost 400 meters high, so it actually gets more snowfall in winter than much of Vancouver and Richmond. There's a very popular tobogganing hill, so if you've got little kids, get there early. Burnaby enjoys excellent Skytrain service. It has the Expo line, which is the original line from 1986, and the Millennium line, which you can probably guess when that one was made. Lots of stops in Burnaby. Burnaby actually has the most Skytrain stations outside of Vancouver itself, so that's cool. Plus, of course, the Ubiquitous Bus service of Vancouver. It's everywhere. If you want to drive, you're going to find traffic to be a bit of a problem during morning rush hour and afternoon rush hour, which really lasts for about 3 hours, Monday to Friday. If you're taking the Skytrain into downtown, it's about a 15 or 20 minute ride from Burnaby. Burnaby is known for its shopping. Yes, shopping. Much like Burnaby is the third largest city in BC, it also enjoys the third largest shopping mall in all of Canada. Metropolis at Metrotown sees 27 million customers every year. Did you know that the population of Canada is 38 million now? 27 million people go to that mall every year. And guess what? Metrotown has its very own Skytrain station. So easy to get there and spend your money. Other shopping malls in different areas of Burnaby are the Lougheed Mall, the Brentwood Mall, and the Crystal Mall. Burnaby boasts 2 of BC's biggest and brightest post-secondary education institutions. That's Simon Fraser University up at the top of the hill in a beautiful location, with green parks all around it, and also BCIT. They're hard to get into. Start studying now. Speaking of schools, Burnaby has 41 elementary schools and 8 secondary schools. And you won't be surprised to know that the highest ranking high school in Burnaby is a Catholic private school. It's called St. Thomas More. And the highest ranking elementary school is also a private school, and it's called Holy Cross Elementary. I'm sensing a theme. If you want to travel back in time to the 1920s, there's a museum called Burnaby Village, and it has a little town set up that feels like, you know, time travel, old school, like the way it was 100 years ago in Burnaby. There are plenty of beautiful residential neighborhoods in different parts of Burnaby, and with all the different elevation and hills, many places have spectacular views. Burnaby home prices are expensive, as you would expect, being so close to downtown Vancouver. One of my absolutely favorite things about Burnaby is this statue store. You can't miss it. It's a landmark, and it's on the infamous Hastings Street, which is one of the main thoroughfares you might take to get into Burnaby from Vancouver, and you cannot miss this store. Statues, statues. My imagination runs wild looking at all this crazy cement sculpture and fountains. At first I had to ask myself, who in the world would buy stuff like this, and how expensive must it be? But then, once I got closer, I decided that I could totally buy some things here, and some of the stuff was only like 50 or 80 bucks. There are plenty of commercial activities in Burnaby, and you may be surprised to know that there are 2 working oil refineries on the north coast of Burnaby on the edge of the Burrard Inlet. I guess that's part of the reason why they don't want you to swim around there, and certainly not in Port Moody, which is the furthest end of the Burrard Inlet. It still looks beautiful though. You can go on a boat, you can go in a kayak. Don't drink the seawater, okay? Other business activities you might find is a TV station, Global TV, and a film studio called Bridge Studios. Speaking of that, did you figure out what Bublé, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Michael J. Fox have in common? They all grew up in Burnaby. Yay! Many parts of Greater Vancouver have bylaws about the height of buildings, but Burnaby is one of the places where they're not shy about building big high-rises. So some of the tallest buildings in the Vancouver area you will find in Burnaby if you want to live on a 35th floor with incredible views in every direction. Burnaby might be the place for you. Thanks for tuning into the Real Justine Priestley channel, everyone. I am the Real Justine Priestley, your realtor with a twist here in Greater Vancouver. And remember to reach out anytime. I'm here to help, and I'm here for you. If you want to watch my video about living in downtown Vancouver, you can watch this video right here. See you later.